Hey guys, welcome back to Destination Percussion. I just want to be completely transparent with everybody. This video has taken me about 4 months to make, and that's mainly because life gets in the way sometimes, especially when you have a full-time job, and YouTube is not my full job, but what I want to do is give you guys the best quality that I can possibly make, so I'm not just going to shove videos out that are not complete or just up to my standards. So it might take a little bit longer, but good things come to those who wait. Anyways, you guys waited long enough. I hope you guys enjoy. The story with this one. On Maxwell drums, they had a giveaway not too long ago. They did a comparison between Evans, Remo, and Aquarian drum heads on their YouTube channel with a Ludwig Superphonic and LM400. And they just put them all on there. They really were kind of showing the differences between each company and each tuning and everything, what they sound good like. I don't usually give my effort into trying to get anything from a giveaway, but this time I was like, something in the back of my head that told me, yeah, you might want to try to do this. This one right here. I want to give a huge giant shout out and thank you to Jake Frantz from Steve Maxwell Drums for sending me this drum head in the video. He sent me the Aquarian modern vintage thin drum head to compare to an Evans calftone and to a Kentville Kangaroo drum head. And it's funny because I was originally not picked for this giveaway, as you can clearly see from the message that he sent me, but he managed to swing me an extra drum head for this comparison and for the sake of just me trying out an Aquarian. For all of you watching out there, please go show Jake some support on his Instagram page. He's an absolute king and you need to go check out what he's got. Thank you so much for sending me this. I'm super excited, so let's go ahead and dig in. Oh, I was like so confused. This is just a box. Ah, this is awesome. Yeah, this is brand new. This is so cool. I am so happy with this. This is awesome. All right, toss this to the side. Anything else in here? Yeah, next thing I need to do is get a Maxwell hoodie. That's what I need. So, whoop. So for this comparison today, we'll be using my Ludwig Universal from the 1920s. It's sporting straight hoops, it has 6 tube lugs, and it has a 2-piece brass shell. You're gonna hear all of the drum heads on this same drum. They're gonna be played back to back, soloed. They're gonna be played in a groove context, sustained with buzz rolls, and you'll hear them with brushes. So just explaining the brush side of this, we're gonna be using 2 pairs of brushes. We're gonna use the Promark TB3s and the Promark 5B Nylon light brushes, which I like to refer to these as the brushes, but I love those brushes, they're awesome. I use these two just to simulate what the drum head sounds like fresh out of the box with normal brushes, and then what it sounds like when the coating is worn down a little bit more. The spaghetti brushes will simulate what the drum head would sound like if it was a little bit more broken in. You'll hear all of these drums in the comparison back to back from each other with the snares off, the snares on, and both muted and unmuted. Just follow the screen for more information on that. For the muting, I chose an Evans EQ pod. I put this about an inch away from the bearing edge during the recording. Then on the recording information, we have a singular mono overhead. I used an Audio Technica AT2020. And then for a bass drum mic, I used a Shure Beta 52 on the kick. Kick drum's actually a Yamaha Tour custom bass drum from the 80s. There's actually a different video I'm making on this bass drum, but I finally finished it. This is the first time that you guys will hear this. All the other nerdy information that I left out will be down in the description for you guys. I'll also be leaving my final thoughts at the end of this video. So let's go ahead and hear these drum heads.
Now, nothing really beats the sound and warmth of a real animal hide drumhead, which you can kind of hear in this comparison, but you can get pretty darn close to it. I really liked the way all these drum heads sounded, but for specific reasons. This is my first time ever playing an Aquarian snare head, believe it or not, but it's super thin, it speaks well with authority, and especially at those high tuning ranges. Here's a little taste of that. Also very sensitive to ghost notes when it's cranked up. It sounds really great and it feels great to play on. The brush texture was pretty rough and coarse, almost like a Remo Ambassador, which means that you could play on this drumhead louder compared to the other two, but some people typically take sandpaper to these drumheads just to wear them down a little bit more to kind of break them in, so to speak. Kind of curious to know what the durability of a coating like this would be like. On the topic of brushes, I feel like the Evans drumhead did the best job at imitating a real animal hide drumhead. The texture sounded nearly identical to the Kentville head. Here's a little listen to that. And then the Evans head kind of mixes the brush texture sound that a real animal hide drumhead has with the sensitivity and the crack that you get with a synthetic head. So that's best of both worlds in my opinion. Maybe I'm just a little biased because I put calf tones on pretty much anything that I would want a faux calf head on. Maybe I'm just an Evans head, so to speak. Now the Kentville head sounded the best to me. It has this unparalleled warmth and amazing build quality, and I'm sure that this drumhead would last the longest because the fact that it is real animal hide, and if you take care of them, they'll last a very long time. These drumheads are made by hand by Mr. Steele Turkington. He makes all kinds of great stuff, and I'm gonna leave a link down to his YouTube channel because he makes all kinds of stuff and he's an amazing dude. I would really love to meet this guy someday. And if I was just gonna choose one of these drumheads out of the three to put on this specific drum, it would be the Kentville. It kind of matches the vibe of the 1920s drum that we have here. Sounds a little bit more authentic. Now if I was gigging with this, I would pick an Evans calftone or the Aquarian. Probably more the calftone than anything. Which one of these drum heads would you pick for your drum? Leave it down in the comments. I'd love to know. I can't thank these guys enough at Steve Maxwell Drums for sending me this drum head to try out on the channel. I'll be using it in future Instagram posts and other future videos. I'm not really sure what project I'm going to put it on just yet, but stay tuned for that. We'll find something for it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.